Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Emily and I post a ton of bookish content. And if you are not new here, welcome back, happy to have you. So for today's video, I figured I would go a little bit more casual, not as planned, and we're just gonna basically watch my first ever book haul. I'm pretty sure this was last August. I don't know. I obviously bought more books like prior to that, but this is the first book haul video that I made. This is what the cover looks like. So we're gonna be watching it, probably not all the way through. I'll skip through sections because it's like 20 minutes long, but I just want to see like whether or not I still have the book. Did I read the book? If I did I like it? Just all of that stuff, because I have a very good feeling that I currently do not own a lot of these books anymore. And I probably didn't read all of these books either. So I think we should just dive right in because it's gonna be a good time. I'm excited. I'm also excited because I'm pretty sure I have blonde in my hair in this video. It might make me miss it, I don't know. Okay, here we go. I'm already feeling very awkward. Okay, we have all the books there. Oh god. I already know I have not read a lot of these books. I definitely did read The Woman in the Window and I really liked it. Oh boy, okay. This Darker by E.L. James. Don't know why I bought it. I saw it at Value Village and I was just like, I'm gonna read it because I really like the 50 Shades movies. And yes, don't come for me, I really like those movies. But I ended up just redonating this. Like, I did not want to read it in the end. Okay, The Wedding Date. Once again, I actually wish I kept this book. I didn't like that it was a trade, like a mass market one, but I actually would have read it. I think I might have liked it. And maybe one day I will pick it up again, I don't know. But did not read it, and it's gone. Okay, The Arrangement by Sarah Dunn. I did, in fact, read, and I think I gave it a 3 out of 5 star. Because while it was a romance, it was weird. Like, it was about an open relationship, and I just couldn't really deal with the toxicity of it and the fact that, like, these people love each other but don't love each other enough to, like, only be monogamous. I don't really know. Like, I'm gonna pause this. I've read other books, like for example the Ravenhood series. Like, it's literally all polyamorous and I was totally fine with it. But because this one's not really erotic, it's just like about being in an open relationship and how it doesn't always work. It was just a sad book. Like, I didn't really enjoy it. The writing was great though, and I would recommend it. It's just like, if you have to be in the mood to want to be sad. The Hating Game. Guys, this is like one of my favorite romances. Actually, it might not be anymore, but this was the first romance I ever read, and it was a 5 out of 5 read for me. I loved it so much. I actually didn't mind the movie either. I obviously, like, I think the movie probably would have been like a 3.5 out of 5 for me. I love Lucy Hale, and the guy did a great job in my opinion too. But yeah, this book was so good. It opened my heart and my mind to romance, and I could not be more grateful because I love romance. It's probably, if not my favorite genre, like one of my favorite genres, with like thrillers probably. Okay, I do own this book still. It is the COVID-19. It's a non-fiction book. It says the pandemic that never should have happened and how to stop the next one. I still haven't read it. I do want to read it. I'm just not really a big non-fiction person, and it also just kind of freaks me out to read it, like especially because soon we're supposed to be taking away masks in Canada, and that just terrifies me. But I do want to read it because I think that it's gonna have a lot of information, and information that I would love to have based on what the title says. Okay, these next two I believe are thrillers. I could be wrong. Oh, the blonde. Oh, it's Vito. Oh my god, it's Flora. Oh my god, she's so cute. I wish I had her here right now. Okay, so this one yeah, the girls are also nice here. Did read it, and it was okay. I think I rated it a 3 out of 5. It was just like very catty, and I knew that going into the book, but like the amount of messed up things that these girls do to each other in that book, it was just so far-fetched. So I definitely was entertained by the book, but it was just like so far-fetched and like insane that it made me want to be an even better person, because these girls were just so catty and so mean. Yeah, you'll have to read the synopsis for yourself. I think that it would be a really great book for someone probably like ages like 16 to like 21, something like that. But I'm almost 25, and it was just a little bit too young for me. Okay, I know I do not have this next one. I have to wait and see the title, but I think it's called Keep Her Safe. Yeah, Keep Her Safe, and it's not on my bookshelf. I don't have it anymore, and I never read it, so that was definitely just a one-off, but not really, because I've gotten rid of a lot of books that I've never read before. Okay, you'll thank me for this. I still have this book, and I'm actually still so excited to read it. From what I'm remembering, pretty sure it's about putting teenagers into the forest, and they have to like try to survive. I'll just put the description right here for you guys, because I think that you will want to have read it, and I am so excited to read this. I think it's going to be so spooky. Anything with kids in it, I find, just adds like an extra dimension into a thriller, because there's so much more at risk when like a kid goes missing or a kid is like lost or whatever. Yeah, so I really am excited to read that one. Everything I Never Told You by Celeste Ning. I do still in fact own this book, but I have not read it. I do want to read it really bad. And I also want to read Little Fires Everywhere by the same author. I think that I've heard really great things about both books, and that they could both become literary classics one day, because I honestly, like, just based on the covers, I really do believe that. And I do think that I'm gonna like it. It's just like one of those things where it's not hyped up, like it wasn't hyped up enough for me to like grab it right away, and now it's just been there because other books have intrigued me more. One of these days I'll get around to it, especially because it's a pretty short read, so it could be one of those books I just kind of use as like a filler. Oh my god, I already know what book this is gonna be. So this is If It Bleeds by Stephen King. I'm so excited.
I haven't read it,
but I do still own it. I don't even know really to say. I just love the cover of this one, and this was like way before I even read any Stephen King. I have read him now, and I do love his work, so I am very excited to read it. I feel like I'll probably end up reading it in the fall because spooky season and all that, but yeah, that was definitely a super hyped up pick for me at the time. Like, I really wanted to read it, and I don't really know what happened, but I will get around to it eventually, because I do want to read a lot of Stephen King in the future. Alright guys, and that is everything for this video. So I feel like that was actually a surprisingly good mix of books I've read, books I haven't read that I still own, and books that I have just given away and not read. I'm actually pretty impressed, honestly. And it wasn't even that big of a haul. Like, I'm gonna show you a couple books right now. Yeah, I have a problem. I really need to stop buying books. So like I said, I want to show you guys some books. So I'm gonna do a really quick haul at the end of this. The Farm by Joanne Ramos. Been wanting this for a while. It's basically about people who can go to this really luxury resort for free, but they have no contact with the outside world, and the only thing in return is that they need to reproduce babies for people. So yeah, it's gonna be a good time. Next up, we have a Colleen Hoover romance. So I've read all my Colleen Hoovers that I own except this one now, and this will be my next one. It is All Your Perfects. It's about a married couple, and I feel like I haven't read any books from her about a married couple yet, so that should be exciting as well. But it is basically about a married couple and kind of the hardships that they go through and things that could potentially fix them but also crumble their relationship. This one I am very excited about. So it is from the same author of The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. It just came out and I saw it at my work and I had to pick it up. So this is a young adult fantasy. It's called Gallant, and it is a signed first edition, which was just another reason why I wanted to get it. I think it's just like, yeah, it's on this front page here. So that was pretty exciting. But yeah, isn't this cover like so awesome? Like, honestly, even if I end up hating the book, I have no regrets buying this because the cover is so cool. All right, guys, and one of the most exciting things, I think, I got these on Facebook Marketplace for $5 each. So I literally paid $25 for an entire series. And while some of you might judge me, I just feel like I really wanted to dive into some nostalgia, and I picked up the entire selection series. I'm so excited. If you are not aware of what these books are about, they basically follow, well, I think the first 3 books follow the same girl named America, and she is a part of this like competition with 35 or like 34, she's the 35th, 35 girls who are kind of like competing to become a princess and live in this palace and all this stuff. But America actually doesn't want to, and she feels like she's betraying her love interest back home, all this stuff. She was kind of like forced into it, I think. So yeah, basically the first 3, so this is the selection, and then the second book is called The Elite, and then the third book is called The One. So all 3 of those follow America, and then the last 2 books of the series are actually 20 years into the future, and it says like stuff about America and her story, and then it goes into Princess Adeline, who has, it says she's gonna have her own selection. Maybe there's gonna be like 35 guys, I don't know. But yeah, the last 2 books look like this. So we have the heir, not the hair. Good job, Emily. And then we have the crown. So I picked those up because they were used and very cheap, and I am a child and I want to read them. All right, that is now everything for this video. Also, before we go, I just want to give some appreciation to Avatar, because we love Avatar on this channel. We love Avatar in this home. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. It was definitely weird just watching myself and seeing how far I've come in my booktube career, and you know, how I explain books, because back then I had no idea what I was doing, and still sometimes I have no idea what I'm doing, which is great. But yeah, be sure to like this video, and if you don't want to miss any videos from me, be sure to subscribe down below. Post every single Friday for you guys, and you know, most of the time it's book content, but it could also be just stuff about my life if you are interested in getting to know me. So that's it for this video, and I hope everyone has a lovely rest of their day or night wherever you are. See ya!